Bitcoin right here is actually looking not too bad, but there is one big warning signal flashing right now in the markets, and that is the signal that I want to talk about in today's video. And that is a signal that is flashing over on the S&P 500. So guys, let's jump straight into it. If you like this kind of content, make sure to smash the like button. Make sure that as much people as possible are going to see this warning signal. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below. Very much appreciated. And quick reminder for everyone, guys, you have till the 7th of December to join WhaleAlerts with the amazing bonus over on bybit. Bybit right now offers a bonus of up to $30,000. And yeah, if you sign up on Bybit using the affiliate link down below or using the affiliate link over on WhaleAlerts, you can basically join WhaleAlerts. And yeah, till the 7th of December, you can actually join and still get that massive amount of bonus depending on your deposit. So if you are interested in that, you can find more information on whaleportal.com. Now let's dive into the markets. And right now, guys, I want to have a look at the S&P 500. Let me go back to the 4-hour time frame and let me zoom out a little bit. We have a kind of a megaphone formation right here where we could be seeing a breakout sooner or later to the upside where the S&P 500 goes on a nice rally. I think that's definitely possible. I'm just saying that in the shorter term time frame there's one big warning signal flashing, and that is this one. That is the volatility index, because what we are seeing right here, guys, is that the volatility index is coming into a support zone. And while entering that support zone, we are seeing bullish divergences over on the momentum indicator. So if we were to do something like this, like break down right here, then this would be invalidated. But as of now, it looks like that the chances of the Dixie bouncing right here are going to be more likely than breaking down. And if the Dixie is going to bounce, guys, then we will most likely see a drop in the S&P 500, which would make sense as we do have some bearish divergences over on the S&P 500, as you can see right here, and we are just touching a major resistance level, which is a resistance level, the uptrending resistance of this rising wedge formation. And as you guys know, a rising wedge formation also tend to be a bearish sign. However, this is actually quite a big one, but there's one but right here, which is also confirming something bearish, and that is right here. We actually came up and filled exactly the gap. As you can see, this gap we filled, but what do we have to the downside? We have a gap below us, so it makes sense for the S&P 500 to sooner or later come down and fill that gap. And guys, now is the big question, of course, will Bitcoin follow? Will Bitcoin follow the panic of the S&P 500? And honestly, guys, I have no clear answer to that, because as of now, I do think that Bitcoin will still be correlated with the S&P 500. However, we haven't seen a clear correlation in the past weeks. And let me show you how that looks. So the orange line right here, that is the Bitcoin chart, and the regular chart right here, that is the S&P 500. So when we have a look right here at the recent drop, then we actually did something the opposite. The S&P 500 went up, but Bitcoin dropped. Of course, there was a black swan event with FTX going on and stuff. Right here we can see it as well. When S&P 500 drops, then Bitcoin dropped. When S&P 500 bounced, Bitcoin bounced, dropped, bounced. So lately we do see the correlation, but with that black swan event of FTX, we didn't really have that clear correlation. So I wouldn't be surprised to see in the future a decoupling, so that Bitcoin can take off without the regular financial markets are going to take off. But you have to understand the underlying market mechanics, guys, and that is that right now everything is just black and white. It's either risk on or it's risk off. Right? That is what the mindset right now is among investors. There's no clear narrative for Bitcoin. There's no clear narrative for the S&P 500. It's either risk on or risk off. So therefore, I think they will be correlated. Therefore, I also think we gotta be slightly careful on Bitcoin. We had a nice bounce right here. We haven't even touched the resistor or touched the target of that inverse head and shoulders formation that we talked about right here, We haven't touched the target. That would be at 17. I think depending where you look or how you measure it, 17.5 to 17.8k. And I would definitely watch this chart like a hawk, because if this chart will break out to the upside, and I can give you some examples, guys. Let me show you quickly what I mean right here. Let's overlay the S&P 500 on a new price scale. And maybe I should change the color of red. What should we do? Let's make it also not so good. Yellow also not. Let's make it blue. And then you guys can see what I mean. So what we have here is we have a resistance. Well, it's very difficult to see. Okay, so right here we break above the resistance from the fix with the blue line, right? We break above that green line with the blue line. And exactly at that moment, as you can see, we topped out in the S&P 500. Here we also broke out and we had a drop in the S&P 500. That top actually came when we touched the support. So of course it takes some time from the support to reach the resistance and to break out. So if we touch support and break out, that is already a price drop. Because when the fix goes up, the S&P 500 goes down. So that is something to note as well. Okay, right here we touched support. We topped in the S&P 500. But when we broke out right here, we had a even further drop. Then when we touched resistance and the fix went down, S&P 500 went back up. So guys, this is basically the big warning signal that I'm seeing right now. And that is just basically that the fix is entering a important support level. And while entering that support level, we are seeing a massive bullish divergence. And normally that is a good cocktail for a bounce in the fix. And wait, let me change this color back to red, because it's not too bullish. And yeah, so this is just one of the warning signals that I'm watching. And we often do that right here on the channel. We often use different charts to predict, for example, Bitcoin. Like honestly, if you right now look in Bitcoin, it's very difficult to give a clear price prediction of what's going on. I mean, which signals are you going to watch? We got minor capitulation incoming, but yeah, sometimes the signal has been flawed in the past. We do got this pattern going on. We do have on the weekly time frame this nice bullish divergence. That's all looking good. So there are a lot of bearish and bullish signs on Bitcoin. I think there's a lot of mixed signals. But what we're often doing is we looking at different charts and see what they are saying, and maybe they can give a little bit more conviction, right? So it looks like quite likely for the fix to bounce, but not yet. We don't see it yet, but we just see the first signals entering support, bullish divergence, S&P 500 touching resistance. Of course, we can always, guys, don't be surprised if we do see a breakout out of this megaphone pattern and eventually we're breaking down on the fix. Like, don't be surprised whenever that happens, but be prepared when the more likely scenario happens, and that is that the fix is going to bounce. I think December, also not really known as one of the most bullish months out there. But yeah, I'm just patiently going to wait. I'm going to hedge a little bit in case that something will happen, in case that we are going to see the fix bouncing off from the support and the S&P 500 coming down to fill that gap. And yeah, I do think that in the short-term time frame, it can have an impact on Bitcoin as well. Guys, if you like this video, make sure to smash the like button. If you are new, make sure to subscribe down below. And if you are interested in participating in the WhaleAlerts, this is a Telegram channel where you will get automatic alerts based on the charts over on whaleportal. Make sure to sign up right now, as right now you can just sign up by being an active trader. And guys, if you are using Bybit already, then I would just highly recommend you to just create a new account and use that account for your trading, because with that new account, you can participate and join WhaleAlerts. And if you are already trading on Bybit anyway, this is just a nice advantage that you can get against other traders. And you also have a saying, guys. So when you are joining WhaleAlerts and you want actually a certain signal that you are watching yourself and you think is very important, you can always propose these signals to WhaleAlerts, and we will check with our team whether we are going to program that into the channel as well. So that is also something you as a trader, you as a active trader have also a say in this. You can suggest certain alerts and we will have a look at that, and we might program that as well. So I would highly recommend you guys right now to join WhaleAlerts just by joining Bybit as an active trader. You can find more information on whaleportal.com/whale-alerts. Guys, that was it for today's video. Thank you all for watching. I wish every single one of you an awesome weekend, and I hope to see every single one of you in the next video.